Blake Lively? Like, what was it like working with Blake?
She's just so mad.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is the second part to our series about people that have worked with Blake Lively and have come out and said how they feel about Blake Lively, whether that is good or bad. We are talking about it all right now. Now, the reason this is divided into a series is because I have 17 people we are going to talk about. The first video was about the people that worked on A Simple Favor. I will tag that video in the description. You can go back and watch that. This one is going to be about the cast of Gossip Girl and what they have said either previously or now that this has come out about what they think about Blake Lively and working with Blake Lively. Now, I did do a video about what people that worked with Justin Baldoni in the past have said about him, and I will tag that video in the description as well, and you can go watch that. I try to be as unbiased on this channel as I can, so I want to give you both sides so you can make your own best conclusion from that. So we're going to be talking about all of these people, but this specific video is going to be about Gossip Girl. When I film all 4 videos, I will then put them together and make one large video so you can go and just watch it all at once if you'd rather do it that way. All right, before I continue, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the updates, the news, the gossip, the tea, the true crime, all of it. We do it all here on this channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that we can monetize this channel. So help us get to that 1,000 subscribers. We are right over 800, so we are so close. Help us get to that before the end of the weekend by hitting that subscribe button. All right, let's get into it. Again, this video is going to be about the Gossip Girl cast. The previous video was about A Simple Favor cast. The next 2 videos are going to be about Friends, family, as well as the It Ends With Us cast themselves. All right, let's get into it. So this one is really interesting because Penn Badgley actually worked with Blake Lively as an on and off couple on Gossip Girl for years. I think they said it was 7 seasons, but he also dated Blake Lively in real life as well, not just on the TV show. So let's look and see what he had to say. Now, in an interview with Verity back in 2023, which was when the It Ends With Us movie was being filmed, he said, "Beyond our relationship, I don't think anybody was going to be interested in me publicly," he told Verity in 2023. "To be honest, I never struggled with substance. Blake didn't drink, and I think our relationship in some ways saved me from forcing myself to go down that road." Now, they actually split up in 2010, but their character, Dan and Serena, were getting back together on the TV show. Kind of awkward, but it is what it is. They wed in the series in the finale. Now, he was also on a podcast, and if I can find the clip of this podcast, I will put it after I read this, but it says, "I sure do think I was awkward for anybody," Badgley said during the September 2024, so not too long ago, of his Pod Crush podcast. "I'm pretty sure we were exes for nearly half of that entire run of the series. It lasted for nearly 6 years, and I don't think we were together longer than 2. So I wasn't able to find the podcast, but apparently back when all of this was being dug up, all the interviews that Blake Lively had done, there was an interview where she had said something about his appearance and something to the effect that it wasn't a very good reflecting interview of him, and he basically took the high road and didn't comment on it from what I can tell. So I don't know what he stands on now, but apparently there was a crappy interview that she had done in the past talking about his appearance or something of the sort. So there's that for you. It's going to be Chase Crawford. Now, he didn't have much to say, honestly. He did make a comment about Blake Lively and Badgley after their breakup and still working together, and he said, "No, not at all," talking about was it awkward, was it like weird, and he said, "No, not at all," and then he said, "Most mature people in the world." So I assume that means they both worked really well together, and even though Blake had split with this guy, they still worked really well together. Redford is next, and she played Blake Lively's mom on Gossip Girl. Now, this comment is also from a podcast. I will do my best to find these, but that is a lot of digging, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find them or not, but I will do my best. If I do find them, I'll put them after the quotes. She said, "She is just so magical and cool," gushing on a 2022 episode of the Beyond the Velvet Robe podcast. "She just had such a way about her. She's so inspiring because she's really fearless, not afraid of anyone, and very open." But she did admit that she did not have a close-knit relationship with Blake Lively during the pilot since she was the new mom in real life. She said, I just didn't have the bandwidth, she said, but it worked out great because there was this sort of separateness that allowed the relationship. It created enough distance where it worked to be the parent in that way. So it doesn't sound like they were super close, but she didn't have a huge issue with her.
Because then all the kids, as you say, like they were all unknowns. Like, could you tell, like right from the beginning, you know, like Leighton and Blake and like Penn, like we have magic here. Like this is a talented group of people.
Oh yeah, they were all so magical, all of them, and all so talented and did such a incredible job with their roles.
What about like, what was it like? Because you had plenty of scenes with Blake Lively. Like, what was it like working with Blake?
She's just so magical and like cool. She's like the cool girl, you know, I don't know. She just has such a way about her. She's so inspiring because she's really fearless, not afraid of anyone, and very open. I think she comes from a big family and, you know, a lot of older sisters. So I think she sort of was used to that person, you know, having that personality of getting in the room and really being able to be seen and heard. And she's just such a cool person.
Did you kind of have that mother-daughter relationship on set?
We did. I was a new mom myself. I mean, I was literally breastfeeding in my when I wasn't in the beginning. My son was 6 months, old or something. And so it was a lot being a brand new mom myself and then playing the mom on the show. So we didn't all become like chummy friends in a way, which we probably might normally have become more that way had I not. I just didn't have the bandwidth. So but it worked out great because there was this sort of separateness that allowed that relationship. I don't know if I'm articulating that well, but it created enough distance where it worked to be the parent in that way.
That makes sense. And that is kind of the relationship like Serena and Lily had. Love, but they had their differences at times.
Yeah.
This is from, and I hope I'm saying her name right, Michelle TRenberg, and this is a really unusual comment. So I'm not sure what to think about this one. I'd like to know what you think because, I don't know, this comment just seems off to me. So apparently back when filming was going on for Gossip Girl, there were some rumors going around that Blake Lively and Leighton Meester were at odds. Now, she later debunked the claims while speaking with Vanity Fair back in 2017, but this is how she worded it. She said, "It's funny because when we were filming, there was Leighton hates Blake, Blake hates Leighton, everyone hates Blake, everyone hates Leighton, everyone hates Chase, and blah, 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 blah." She recalls, "It really wasn't. We really were all chill. It was cool." But why would that be circulating so much if that didn't have at least some truth to it? Did they have an issue with Blake? I don't know.
Now you're splashed everywhere. You're in all of the trades.
Yeah, there was an article recently saying that Leighton and I were frenemies. And it's
frenemies. Is that the new term? Frenemies?
Yeah, we're friends, but we're also enemies. And they see our characters on the show, and they want that to be true in a sense. I think they want everybody's characters in real life to emulate that. And it's really strange because they always want to pit women against each other. You don't hear about like Penn and Chase hating each other and being jealous and competitive. So it's very silly. But we all do get along very well, and it's upsetting that they have to do that to try to sell magazines. There's enough gossip on the show. Just watch that.
How do you feel about gossip? I mean, it's one of those things we talk about it from time to time because it seems to come up quite a bit for us. But what do you think of gossip, and did you have to deal with gossip as a kid? About you or around you?
I think it's a bad thing. I think still watch the show though. No, but I think think I've been a victim of it before in high school. I was involved in a lot of activities, so a lot of people knew who I was. At one point, parents lied and said that my parents had paid the show choir director to put me in the choir. Because I can't sing or dance to save my life.
But you were lead in that choir,
I went in there, I was like, I'm supposed to be in this choir. Yeah, I was very, like, passionate, and, you know, they put me in the choir. But I lost a lot of friends because of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was hard to deal with. But I think that it's mostly a negative thing, and,
Well, it's
you know,
inevitable,
it's sad.
though. That's the thing. It's like it is. I think it will always be negative in the end, but it starts out as a lot of times an innocent thing. People love to talk about other people. It's just natural. That's why they love to watch television.
Well, Penn, you know,
That is all for this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so we can get to our 1,000 subscriber goal. We can start monetizing here on this platform. If you want to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you can head over to either the link in the description here, or it is also linked in my bio. I have about 150,000 on TikTok, and I'm working on growing my Instagram. So if you want to follow those, that would be great. Hit that subscribe button here, and thank you for joining. Let me know what you think in the comments. Send this to somebody you think would like it. And until next time, love you. Bye.